Hey everybody, Dean Graziosi, and this week is Christmas, so Merry Christmas to everybody who celebrates. I surely do. And if you don't, happy holidays. And heading into this new year, I want to help you by making sure that next year is the best year of your life. Listen, I come in here week after week and I shoot these videos for you, and I hope I inspire you. I hope I give you recipes. I hope I give you new habits that can help you. But I want to let you know I figured these out not by luck or they came to me on a Facebook post. It's by my life experiences. It's by making horrible mistakes, by learning from my past and propelling to my future, to being aware of people around me and listen to people with problems and how they overcame them, to being a study of successful people and how they elevated their life. So when I share these strategies, this inspiration, these habits week after week, I want to tell you that I appreciate you for listening and commenting and applying them, and I love your feedback. And today, I want to share something near and dear in my heart, something I've been saying for years. You know, when I look, I'm turning around for a reason. When I look at my new opportunities, people come to me all the time. Dean, let's partner on this. Let's buy this house. Let's write this book. Let's do this live event. Travel to Asia, travel to Europe, be on stage. And I feel blessed. I'm at a phase of my life where all my hard work has propelled me to, I could speak all over the world. I could write new books. I could do all this stuff, but I have to decide. So I looked behind me, because what I've been doing for years is looking at my opportunities like a bookshelf that's full. And if I have to say yes or want to say yes to something new, I don't have extra time. I have to look on my virtual bookshelf and say, what am I going to take away and destroy? Creative destruction. Sometimes you have to have a breakthrough. You have to break something. So if I want to take on a new opportunity, I got to throw one away. And is there anything on my shelf that deserves to go away or is not working? And that's how I figure out doing new things. And maybe you could do that in your life. You could do it with personal life and your children or your parents or your spouse. It's when you say yes to certain things, you're automatically saying no to something else. Because I don't know if there's anybody watching that has an extra 3 hours a day that you don't know what to do with. That's not the way it is in today's world. So think about that. But I wanted to give that analogy for something specific heading into the holidays and heading into a new year. I want you to think about how much space we have in our heart and in our soul. You know, I've held grudges without even realizing for years, from things from childhood, things that people said about you, things that people did deliberately, they were wrong, or hurt you deliberately, or stole money. I've had money stolen from me. I've had people lied to me, people I cared about. And what I realize is there's only so much time in a day. There's only so much thinking you can do. There's only so much we can get done. And if you're bogged down, any part of your soul is bogged down with resentment or anger or bitter at what happened in the past. I'm only going to speak from my experience. I held a lot of that. Even when I was successful, even when I wrote my first book 10 years ago, I was still holding on to something. Even though I was teaching people to let go, I thought I let go, but I didn't. And when I found the ability to let go of any anger or resentment or the fear of wanting to get back with somebody, and stopped judgment completely on why they stole my money, why they lied to me, why they did that wrong. And some of you watching have had some horrific things from exes or people you were in a relationship with, their parents. Some of the most horrific things in the world have happened. And I want to tell you, when I say things, there's a lot I've shared, but I haven't shared everything about my childhood. And some things that just shouldn't happen to a child happened to me. And I'm not saying poor me. I look back now and I realize that was my path. All of that happened for me, not to me. That's Tony Robbins' line, not mine, but that impacts my life. So heading into the holidays, heading into New Year's, I'm not trying to, you could be saying, oh, Dean, it's great that you could forgive people. You don't know what happened to me, and I don't, and I'm sorry. But what I can say is when I finally let go, and when I looked at what part I may have played in that, and I just forgave unconditionally, what it did for me, it's not letting the other person off the hook, it's letting me off the hook. I don't want to live with that anymore, and I want to fill my soul. I want to strive for abundance. I want to strive for greatness. I want to be amazing examples to my children. I want my children to be what I am, not just what I tell them. And the only way I could do that is just to let it all go. And it's the hardest thing I ever had to do. The hardest thing I ever had to do. And it took me years. But now that I'm on the other side, I just want to stress and hopefully share the motivation, the inspiration. I'm not giving you all the tools to do it. I've done that over the years through my weekly wisdoms every week and my Winning State of Mind course and the books that I've written. So many of you probably have heard me over and over, but I'm challenging you this holiday season, going into the New Year's. Dig deep inside and find any judgment, resentment, anger that you have for somebody that they've done something or continues to do, and let it go, because you're giving yourself that gift. And then all of a sudden you open up space for you on that next level, for you to shine, for you to be happy, and for you to find that level of life that you deserve to be. I hope that message resonated with you going into the holidays. Merry Christmas to everyone watching. Happy holidays for those of you that don't celebrate Christmas, and getting ready for this new year. I want to tell you, probably mid-January, I'm going to try to squeeze in doing a live webcast for a couple hours. I have some people that I want to bring in, and I want to kick off 2016 for myself and for you on that whole next level. So let's do it this year. Let's free up the space, the virtual bookshelf. If there's any anger or bad thoughts or things holding you back from your past, they're just anchors. Rip them out and leave slots that you could put things in that's the wind behind your sail rather than the anchor. I'm Dean Graziosi. If you don't have any of my books, go to deansfreebook.com. That's deansfreebook.com. You can get my New York Times bestseller, Totally Fulfilled, plus my latest real estate book, both for free. You can download them immediately. I'll talk to you next week.